Dear students, welcome back to computer science class. Today in the today's class we will discuss the last chapter, that is data structure, and this chapter is there in the preparatory exam. Okay, so total 12 chapters are there. This is the last chapter and all the chapters are there for the exam. Okay, so today we will discuss the data structure. So this is the very important chapter and it consists of 14 marks. In 5 marks questions, so 2 questions are compulsory in this chapter. Okay. So data structure means we already know that what is data. So here data means it is a collection of known and unknown facts. So here facts indicates, so whatever we have to feed the data, that is nothing but the data. That is nothing but the data. For example, with the help of keyboard, we have to enter alphabets, or we have to enter the symbols, or we have to enter the digits. So whatever we can feed into the system, that is nothing but the data. Here structure means proper arrangement. Data structure means arranging the data in a memory. The way of, it is a collection of data arranged in the memory, that is nothing but the data structure. Okay, so this data structure is classified into the two types. So first one is primitive data structures. Primitive data structures. Second one is non-primitive data structures. So here primitive data structures are nothing but the built-in data types, that is int, float, char, double. So we already know that what is int, what is float, what is char, what is double. The size of the integer is 2 bytes. The size of the float is 4 bytes. The size of the char is 1 byte. The size of the double is 4 bytes. Okay. So the next is, with the help of primitive data structures, we can perform some operations. The first operation is create. Second one is select. Third one is update. And last one is destroy. So primitive data structure can perform the following operations. The first one is create. So here create means it is used to create the data structures. Here the data structure is nothing but the int A. So I already said that data structure means it is a collection of data arranged in the memory. So here int of A means it is a one data. Here create means the data structure. Here the data is created. If I declare int of A means the variable is created, automatically the memory will be allocated to A. Here the memory is 2 bytes are reserved in the system because the size of integer is 2 bytes. So that is nothing but the create operation. Next is select. Once the data structure or the variable is created, next step is we can access the elements. We can access the variable or we can access the values. For example, if you want to give the input means you can write it like this: Cin of A. Cin of A means successfully we have to enter the values into the system. If you want to access the elements, that is nothing but the select. Select means accessing the value or accessing the element. Next is update. Here initially I can declare int of A. So after writing some instruction, again I can update the value, A value as 5. So update means modifying the value of variable is nothing but the data structure. Here data is nothing but whatever we have to give the input, that is nothing but the data. Structure means how the values are arranged, how the values are stored in the system. That is nothing but the data structure. The way of arranging the data in a system or the way of arranging the data in a memory, that is nothing but the data structure. The first operation is create. If I declare one variable means the data structure, the data is created. and the memory will be automatically allocated to A. Next, select. Select means accessing the variable or accessing the element. For example, Cin of A means you can successfully enter the value. Next, update. Update means modifying the existing value. I can give the input value as 10 here, or I can assign A is equal to 10. After writing some instructions, again I can initialize, again I can update the A value as a 5. Update means modifying the existing data structures. So next is destroy. Here destroy means whatever the memory is allocated for A, automatically it will be deleted. In the data structure we have to use one keyword, that is delete. Here delete is used to destroy the data structure. Clear? So in the data structure there are two types. First one is primitive data structures and second one is non-primitive, and the primitive data structures are nothing but the int, float, char, double. With the help of primitive data structures, we can perform some operations, that is create, select, update and destroy. Okay. Next is non-primitive data structure. So again, non-primitive data structure consists of some categories. So first one is arrays. Here is list. Non-primitive. It consists of subcategories, that is arrays. Here list. Arrays consist of one-dimensional, two-dimensional and multi-dimensional arrays. Here list consists of again subcategories, linear and non-linear. Linear list and non-linear list. In the linear list, stack, queue and list. Non-linear, trees and graphs. So if you want to learn the entire data structure, the classification of data structure, the chapter will complete. Simple. Already primitive data structure is completed. So primitive data structure means which works on the machine level instruction, because these are the inbuilt data types. Already someone has defined, we are the users to use the data types. So that's why primitive data structure works on the machine level instructions. The example for primitive data structures are int, float, char, double. In the same way, non-primitive data structures. Here non-primitive data structures are nothing but these are derived from the primitive data structures. For example, the example for non-primitives are arrays and list. Here array means int a of 10. Here int is a primitive. Int of a means you can store only the single character or single value. Here int a of 10 means maximum you can store 10 integer value into the a, means we have to derive from the primitive data structures. Here non-primitive data structures are nothing but the data structures which are derived from the primitive data structures. Example arrays, list, and we already know that what is array and what are the types of arrays. Array means it is the collection of homogeneous data elements. Here homogeneous indicates the similar kind of data elements. For example, if I declare int a of 10 means whatever we can store the elements, all the elements must be integer only. We cannot combine one integer, one decimal value and one character. That is nothing but the heterogeneous. Homogeneous means similar kind, same type of data elements can be stored under a single name, that is nothing but the arrays. There are three types of arrays. First one is single dimensional or one dimensional, and second one is two dimensional, third one is multi-dimensional. So one dimensional means the elements can be accessed using the single subscript. Here square bracket is nothing but the subscript. The definition is same. Again, it is a collection of character, or it is a collection of homogeneous elements, and the elements can be accessed using the single subscript or single index value. That is nothing but the single dimensional or one dimensional. Next is two dimensional. Here two dimensional means the elements can be accessed using double subscript or two subscript. See here, int a of 10 of 10. The two-dimensional arrays are mainly used for solving the matrix operation. Here matrix means it consists of rows and columns. For example, see here 1, 2, 3, 4. Here the order of matrix is 2 cross 2. 2 cross 2. Here 1 is present in first row, first column. 2 is present in first row, second column. 3 is present in second row, first column. 4 is present in second row, second column. If you want to perform the operations on the matrix, means we can use the two-dimensional arrays. Multi-dimensional. Multi-dimensional means the elements can be accessed using the three subscripts. More than two subscripts. That is nothing but the multi-dimensional arrays. So this is the brief about arrays. So in detail it will come in the next classes. Okay. Next is list. Again, list is consist of linear and non-linear list. Here linear means again it consists of stack, queue and linked list or simply list. Linked list. See here, again list is classified into two types. First one is linear list, or it is linear data structure, DS shortcut, non-linear data structures. Here linear data structures are nothing but the, again it is the data structure and the elements are of homogeneous data elements. Homogeneous means again arrays. Here non-linear means it is heterogeneous. Non-linear data structure. It means that it is a connection of nodes or connection of different kinds of several data items, trees and graphs. Okay. So in the linear data structures, again there are sub categories. That is stack, queue and linked list. See here, stack means it is a data structure in which the elements are inserted and the elements can be deleted at the same end. For example, so this is the one stack, or you can consider this is the one box. So this box consists of only one end, that is top end. Top end. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಬಾಕ್ಸ್ ಐತ್ರಿ, ಈ ಬಾಕ್ಸ್ ಟಾಪ್ ಏನಿರುತ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು end. With the help of this end you can insert the value. With the help of this end you can remove the values. ಈಗ ಒಂದು ಚಾಕ್ಲೇಟ್ ಬಾಕ್ಸ್ ಐತಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅದರ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅದೇನು ಓಪನ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಅದ್ರ ಥ್ರೂ ನಾವು ಚಾಕ್ಲೇಟ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ಸರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಅದ್ರ ಥ್ರೂ ನಾವು ವಾಪಸ್ ಅದನ್ನ ಚಾಕ್ಲೇಟ್ ತಗೋತೀವಿ, ಹೌದಾ? ಸೊ ಈಗ ನಾವು ಡಬ್ಬಿ ಬಾಕ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಚಾಕ್ಲೇಟ್ ತಗೊಳಕ ಮತ್ತು ವಾಪಸ್ ತೆಗಿಯಾಕ ಬರುತ್ತನ್ರಿ? ಬರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ ಆಬ್ವಿಯಸ್. ಇನ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ವೇ, ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ದ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ದಿಸ್ ಒನ್ as a end, and this end is called as top end. With the help of this end we can insert the elements or we can delete the elements. That is nothing but the stack. And one more thing is, you know, chocolates ಹೇಳಿದೆ, ಚಾಕ್ಲೇಟ್ ಬಾಕ್ಸ್ ಚಾಕ್ಲೇಟ್ಸ್ ಹಾಕೋದು ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಏನು ನಾವು ಚಾಕ್ಲೇಟ್ಸ್ ಹಾಕ್ತೀವಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ತಗೊಳಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಈಗ ಒಂದು ಚಾಕ್ಲೇಟ್ ಬಾಕ್ಸ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಒಂದು 100 ಚಾಕ್ಲೇಟ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾವೆ. ಒಂದು 100 ಚಾಕ್ಲೇಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಚಾಕ್ಲೇಟ್ಸ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಇನ್ಸರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಚಾಕ್ಲೇಟ್ ಬಾಕ್ಸ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಇನ್ಸರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದನ್ನ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ತೆಗಿಯಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದನ್ನ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಇರುತ್ತದೆ, ಲಾಸ್ಟಿಗೆ ನಾವು ತಗೊಂತೀವಿ, ಹೌದಾ? ಇನ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ವೇ, so stack means whatever we have to insert the elements at the first, it can be removed last. That's why stack follows first in last out. First in last out means whatever the first element is present in the stack, it can be removed last. That is stack. Again, it consists of some operations and some algorithms we will discuss next. So this is only the overview of the data structure. So in detail it will come. Next is queue. Here queue means again it is a data structure and insertion and deletion takes place at the different end. It consists of two ends. And the insertion end is called as rear end and deletion end is called as front end. Okay, linked list. So it is very very important. So here linked list means it is a collection of nodes. A node is nothing but a rectangular box. It consists of two parts. The first part is called as data and second part is called as link. Here link holds the address of next node. With the help of this linked list, we have to perform some operation, that is inserting the node, deleting the node and searching the node. Okay, that is linked list. And non-linear data structure consists of trees and graphs. Here trees means the elements can be arranged in a proper hierarchy. In the tree structure, like tree structure, we have to insert the elements and it can be implemented with the help of data structure only. Graphs, it is a collection of vertices and edges. Okay, so this is completely about the overview of the data structure. And one more thing is, so it is very very important for the examination also, because the data structure consists of 14 marks in the final exam. So one by one we will discuss in the next class. Thank you.